Half a century, there has been news in Southern California, and Dave Lopez has covered it. He has reported with accuracy, integrity, and with a storytelling ability that few possess.
Like no other.
Yeah.
Now, after 43 years at CBS Los Angeles, Dave Lopez is finally retiring. And here's a look at his legendary career.
Another reason is the area itself, very remote.
It was one of the shortest yet bloodiest battles in Mexico's history.
In the meantime, as far as beep is concerned, well, things just couldn't be any better.
From the O.J. Simpson saga and the Freeway Murders.
There are 6 John Does in this string of 41 freeway murders. All John Does wind up in rooms like this.
To the L.A. riots and dozens of disasters.
August 31st, 1986. The quiet of the noon hour of a lazy Sunday afternoon shattered in this Cerritos neighborhood.
For the last 48 years, if there's been news in Southern California, Dave Lopez has been in the middle of it.
Massive fire, and they say you were to blame. Nah, don't pick up the shovel. I'm leaving. You don't need to put up a shovel to me.
I've been very fortunate. Very fortunate. I've had a lot of good breaks happen my way.
Dave began his legendary career as a sports writer at the Huntington Park Daily Signal newspaper. After 6 years there, he decided to make the move to television, signing on to do general assignment and sports reporting at KHJ, now KCAL 9 in Los Angeles, and then KFMB in San Diego.
A wonderful man named Pete Noyes hired me. In his gruff, wonderful voice that he had, he says, I'm not going to have you do sports, you're going to be a newsman.
After only 9 months in San Diego, Dave returned to Los Angeles and started at CBS 2 in the summer of 1977, and immediately began showing off his versatility and incredible storytelling ability.
Do you feel that there was preferential treatment, or that you put the police or the sheriffs in a bad light? How about you, Greg? What are your feelings about all this?
Stop harassing my son.
I caught him. That was too easy.
I got wonderful advice one time from a gentleman, and he said to me, Davey, you got to write like you talk. You got to tell a story. You know, you got to talk to your audience, not at them. And that's what I've tried to do.
Well, it certainly is a change of events. Look behind me, the Camp OJ. We're on TV right now, guy. Take your man somewhere else, please.
The Crystal Cathedral will be filled tonight, 3,100 people. All of them there to pay tribute to a 5-year-old little girl.
And when Dave wasn't covering the news, he was making it, like when he went public with his battle with prostate cancer in 1997.
That doesn't mind butterflies, even shed a few tears. I'm not ashamed to say I've done that.
However, there was one story that Dave didn't cover.
I missed the Christopher Dorner story. My wife, God rest her soul, was very sick at that time, and she was in intensive care, and I didn't work that month. But that's the only major story I didn't cover in Los Angeles.
For nearly half a century, you've been the gold standard for journalism in Southern California. You cannot be replaced, and you will be dearly missed.
Dave, you've served KCBS and our entire city with integrity and the passion for bringing us the news. When you've arrived and you're on a story, I know it's going to get a fair shake, that you're going to ask the tough questions, that you're going to tell the rich stories. Know that we are always here, wrapping our arms of love around you, somebody who has served our city of angels as an angel for so many years. Congratulations, my friend. Felicidades, and here's to good roads ahead.
Dave, no one can tell a story quite like you. And of course, you have millions of them. I hope you write them down and share them with the future generation so they can learn from the very best. Dave, I'm really going to miss you, but I hope you enjoy your retirement because you truly deserve it. And I'll see you around the bend. Happy trails, my friend. Dave Lopez, the reporting may be over, but you still have one story left to write. Your own.
First of all, thank you all very much. It has been an absolutely marvelous ride. It's time. What, you think I was going to do this forever? I want to thank you for allowing me to come into your living room all these years. I'm lucky. I'm grateful. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Wow, I'm speechless.
Not this time.
Maybe the first time.
You can't be speechless now.
Well, listen, that was a very nice tribute. I'm very touched. I'm very honored. And I'm not going to lie. I'm going to miss this.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to miss this. You know, but I promised myself when I first got in this business, and along the way, that I wasn't going to hang on, to the point where I thought I wasn't going to be at the top of my game.
Yeah.
And it was just time. It was just time. And like I said, to the viewing audience out there, I cannot thank you enough because you allowed me to become part of your family, to tell a story as best I could. I know I angered a lot of people sometimes with my stories and my approach, but that's just who I am. I never wanted to leave a story that didn't have the full story. And that's how I went about my business.
And nobody could put a button on it like you, Dave.
Well,
Oh my God, I'm going to miss your sign-offs like nobody's business. Nobody can do it like you. And you're being very humble. We just showed you a little bit. I mean, when you think about 48 years of service to this industry. I remember, as our managing editor, Paul Button, said in the newsroom, when I first came to KCAL and you at CBS before we merged, we were always watching Dave Lopez. And the way you told a story, not only that, you were so trustworthy that people actually turned themselves into Dave Lopez.
Yeah.
They did. Before being taken to prison or whatever, going to jail, they wanted to talk to you first. And that takes, wow.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I mean, the one thing, when that all started, I mean, I was shocked one time. There was a mass killer, William Bonnet, killed, well, he confessed to me that he killed 25. He was convicted of killing 14. I remember, getting the inside scoop with his attorney. I got him permission to walk into the jail cell at LA County Jail. I sat down one day just thinking we were going to do a background. I think it was our 7th interview together. And he says, "You got some time?" I go, "Yeah." And he confessed, just openly. I'm sitting here, my mouth is wide open. Yeah. So there have been a lot of stories like that, a lot behind the scenes. I met some marvelous, wonderful people. And like I said, it's been a dream job. I mean, I never thought I had a job. I thought I was doing something that I loved, and they paid me.
You could tell it in your reports. You could tell it.
And they paid me.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So, Dave, what is next for you?
Well, I'm going to unwind. I'm going to take some time off. I mean, my body and my mind is telling me, just chill out, decompress for a while. I'm going to do that. And I know, everybody says, I got a book. But I have a lot of stories that were untold, a lot of behind-the-scenes stories. And I'm going to, jot them down. And it's not going to be written in a couple of months, but it'll be out there. It'll be out there.
You could teach a master class. If anybody could teach a master class, it's you. Professor Dave Lopez. I like the sound of that.
Well, thank you.
I mean, seriously.
Thank you. I appreciate that. The other day, last night I was on the radio show, Tim Conway.
Yeah.
And I have 4 beautiful grandchildren. I have 2 children, 4 beautiful grandchildren.
Yeah.
And one of my granddaughters, I'll just give her initials. Her name is Abigail. Okay? All right? And Abigail is going to be 9, and she tells her mother, you think Grandpa's going to talk about his grandkids? And I forgot to mention her. So Abby, I'm shouting out to you. I can't forget Hallie. I can't forget Cassie. Can't forget Henry. And I also have to be a shout out to my wonderful wife, Deandra. They're great kids, and I'll always, my son Matt and my beautiful daughter Tammy, and who one day, I tell the story so many times she's going to get mad at me. Kindergarten class, take your dad to school. Introduce your dad. What does your dad do? So I get up and she says, "This is my dad, David. He doesn't work. He just goes on TV and talks."
You know what? We know you work, but she is right about that because Dave doesn't need a script. The photographers would marvel at, and when I first met you, I found out exactly. I'm like, Dave, where's your? No, Dave doesn't have a script. He just
came from here, right?
He just jots down and.
That started way back when I mentioned in the script. And Carl Fleming, God rest his soul, wonderful man, great writer. He was our managing editor one time, and he used to give us the tips and what have you. And the big Southern drawl he had. He said, "Davey, my boy, you call me Davey. Davey, my boy, you got to write like you talk." And so I figured, what better way than to do that than just talk? And I've always had the ability to remember things, and the good Lord gave me a pretty good mind, and that's how I did it.
Well, Dave, we're going to miss you so much.
Well, I'm going to miss you, and I thank you very much. I can't thank you enough. I mean, management has been kind to me. I mean, I'm blessed, and I just want to, again, tell everyone out in the audience, thank you. Thank you very much.
We thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
And one thing for sure, just in typical Dave Lopez fashion, he's not done. He did a story today.
That's right.
He got another exclusive interview in typical Dave Lopez fashion. But I've been just so proud and an honor to know you, Dave, and,
Well, my
and call you a friend.
Well, the feeling's mutual. And like I said, I'm not going away. I'll be around.
know.
Yeah.
And, you know, who knows? Maybe one day I'll pop in, or maybe I'll call one day and I'll say, hey, you want a Cub reporter to do a story? I'm ready.
Why not?
And you know what? Yeah, when this doggone COVID-19 thing is over, then we can really hug like we want to do.
Yeah, thank you.
We'll
Best
see
of
you
luck.
again real
Thank you
soon.
very much. I
And you'll
appreciate
be
it.
on KCAL later this evening, too.
We'll be back.
Okay.
Yeah, get overtime, so that's why I'm coming back. Not really.
Love
Not really.
it.
I'm kidding.
Thank you, Dave.
Thanks,
Okay,
Dave.
thank you.
Thank you for